And that being said, Mr. Durkin, update on apprenticeship opportunities.
2 Wednesdays ago, myself, Dr. Skinkis, Dr. Freitas, Beth, and then a number of counselors were guests at the Plumbers Union Local 130 training program on West Washington Boulevard. And they gave us a grand tour of their training facility, and we met a number of apprentices currently serving or currently going through the program, answered a lot of questions. I was really enthused by the response and just the opportunities that are present there, that I hope we can get our students more acclimated to, because a number of the apprentices that we spoke to were people that may have already started a different job. Maybe they went to college. A number of them went to college and decided that they wanted to work into the trades, but they have a lot of college debt behind them. And so, this is something that we're slowly going to be working on, but I think that was a great experience, because it gave the counselors and the admin team the firsthand look at how they operate. There were some great questions, and I would ask Dr. Kevin and Dr. Hector to provide input, your experiences there.
I thought it was a great experience. I think Bill did a great job summarizing it. Beth's planning on attending the meeting in August to provide an update on where we're at with all the different union trades that Bill's set up meetings with, and to see if any of our current graduates graduating on Friday are actually going to take advantage of some of the apprenticeship programs and information that we've put up on the website. And she usually reports out on the graduation rate, so I wanted to provide her some time to come, and schedule her accordingly. But I think the one thing that we walked out of there with, and I know Dr. Freitas and I talked about it, is trying to identify a way where if we can connect with some of these trade programs to where students in their senior year can start working into these apprenticeship programs and completing some of this training, that we could count it almost like a dual credit, like as part of their elective credits, so that they can begin working towards this as soon as possible, and trying to almost find a way to where should the numbers present themselves as this grows, we even talked about with the 130 local, like if the numbers ever got to a point to where we had that much interest, they would be willing to send one of their trainers to the high school and begin training and working with our students and almost run it as a daily class. And I think, that's the big picture where we're trying to get to, is so that kids, just like we're promoting AP and just like we're promoting dual credit with Triton, the third option would be, here's an opportunity to start working towards your apprenticeship in one of the major trades.
Yeah, and it's not just plumbing, but maybe the
correct.
Auto mechanics.
Everything. Iron workers. We have talked with the pipe fitters, sprinkler fitters.
Pipe fitters just announced that they are opening up. They're have applications. They're taking applications for the next month or two. And I'm going to shoot an email over to Beth and ask her to post something on the website. But there's a lot of different trades. I think you saw for yourselves that the facilities that they have are state of the art. So it's really impressive training, and it's a skill they can have for life. And I think it's a positive thing that we can offer a future for our students who elect not to go to college. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just we want to put them in educate them about opportunities that are available. Ultimately, it's their choice.
Thank you.
I think the biggest thing that came out of that meeting for our counselors is sometimes when our parents are hearing some of the stuff we're doing on Naviance and talking to some of our students about these apprenticeships and these trades, there's sometimes this perception like you're not promoting my kid to go to college. And the interesting thing is that during our tour, they had 10 apprentices there, and of those kids, a lot of them had gone to college or had 2-year degrees, and now are 27, 28 years old going back into the trades because the job market and the student loan debt they had, and there were more opportunities to grow, and some of them are using that and their associates to open up their own plumbing business, and so there were some really cool things that I think our job as a public high school is to make sure we're providing students with all avenues and all options, and so I think this is an untapped resource that we're going to continue to unfold.
I look forward to hearing, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I want to tell you, what I really took away, from that experience, and thank you, Bill, again, for setting that up. When I asked of the apprentice, what can we do as educators, promote the trades, do trips, to places like a local 130. Get the kids here, work with us, engage with us, help the students find their way. So that's what, we're going to do. And that's what, thank you, Bill, for your efforts, right? We're promoting the trade. You've seen the updates, to our website, we're gonna, plan opportunities for our kids to visit these institutions and these places.
Yeah, and they're very open to
Yep.
visits. They
Oh, yeah.
said if they have at least 5 kids, that they'd be able to, they'd be happy to open it up and do a tour. And it was interesting because we asked them, hey, are other high schools doing this? And they said, no. So I look at this as an opportunity. We could do something good.
That's right.
So.
Wow,
I think it's great because I saw on the decisions page 1 or 2 seniors that are going into the trades, so
Awesome.
I think it's great.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Well, more to come in August, that's good. Go ahead.
sorry.
No, I was just saying that I'm looking forward to the full presentation then, that'll be great.
There are some changes going on at Des Plaines Valley Region, which is our consortium that feeds students from RB into Triton, and the director of the Career and Technology CTE program over the last decade plus since I've known her is Ann Cothran, and she is retiring this year, so there will be someone new in that position. And in the past, RB has participated in activities where Cisco, the Chicago, I think I'm getting this right, but
You're right.
Yeah, Cisco.
Chicago, or Construction Industry Service Corporation, conglomerate of all the different trades and apprenticeship unions, get together, and they have set up with various high schools that feed into Triton, and give the opportunity for students to come and see what it is, whether it's the roofers union, masons, carpenters, and so on. So there's opportunities that are out there, and I'll certainly bring some of those back
Sure.
to Bill and then anyone else to show that there are a lot of options out there, and they come with payment rather than debt for students to begin a career right away out of high school. So I have a student at my job who is starting his apprenticeship in the electricians union starting in 2 weeks. So his graduation and then into the workforce, and then talking about that with students, they quickly learn that being in an apprenticeship program doesn't mean you didn't go to school. You're going to school to learn a lot. So impressing upon students how much there is to learn is out there. And, as you know, you saw it with what they offer at the
And interesting thing too is that they offer, you go into one of these union apprentice programs, you have an opportunity to go to a 2-year online college. I believe it was Gateway College.
Yep.
And you basically go for free. You might have to pay for textbooks, but if you are in an apprenticeship and you want to feel that you want to get a 2-year education as well while in the apprenticeship, it's free. And I'm pretty sure it's Gateway College. But another unique thing that just to make the kids aware of.
Great. Thank you. Any additional discussion items? Anyone? Okay. Moving on to report, Dr. Freitas.
That's President's report.
So I kind of started.
Apparently my reading skills are not very good. So
I'll pause.
No. I skipped over Dr. Skinkus, so superintendent's report.
Yeah, so there's no President's report?
No, there's no president's report.